But yeah, over she goes, fingers crossed. I don't know if you guys can see that down there, but he is an absolute beast. G'day guys, Beach Hermit here. So today is the day I'm taking out my new boat. I'm going to call it Beach Hermit, of course. It doesn't have a name. It's a 5.25 Stacer Sea Runner. It's a bit of a tank of a thing. Nice high sides on it, really wide. Yeah, just great for Tassie. Really great boat, solid as a rock. It's got a big 115 horsepower 4-stroke Mariner motor on it, and a solid Mariner 15 horsepower auxiliary. So it's about 6 p.m. at the moment, and I'm on my way down after work, heading down towards the Tasmanian, or the Tasman Peninsula. I'm heading right to the top of the peninsula this time, to a beautiful bay called Boomer Bay. I did an episode there. It was a day trip that I did a couple of episodes back, and I did quite well with the fish and a heap of abalone as well. So I've decided I'm going to do an overnighter. When I dived there last, I saw a big, about a 4-kilo crayfish. So it was out of season then, but crayfish season has since opened. So I'm going to put the cray pot out and in that spot and see how we go tonight. And if I've got enough light left, I might flick around a stick bait and see if there's any kingfish around. And then I'll be getting into a sheltered area, anchoring for the night. I'll do a bit of squid fishing on dusk, and I'll be getting an early night, getting up early in the morning. I'm going to head out offshore for a tuna, bluefin, hopefully. And if I don't do any good with that, or even if I do, I've got a nice little reef nearby that I'm going to do some bottom bashing, and then I'll be coming in, going for a dive and going for abalone and any fish that are worth spearing. And of course I'll be checking the cray pot. So after all that, I'm going to head home and I'm going to cook up whatever I catch at the Beach Hermit kitchen. So that's the plan, guys. Very, very full itinerary. Feels like a while since I've been out, so I'm very excited about this one. It's a beautiful, beautiful spot. Not too popular, so there's plenty of fish, plenty of abalone, and yeah, let's get stuck into it. See you there.
Today's weather report is brought to you by Beach Hermit. Beach Hermit for all your YouTube relaxation requirements. Today will be mostly cloudy with a 10% chance of rain. The temperature will be 14 degrees Celsius to 19 degrees Celsius. The wind will be 20 knots from the east. The water temperature will be 15.5 degrees Celsius. Stay safe out there, Beach Hermit.
The tide is very low at the moment, so I've had to go in deep. And she's slippery. that wind. Wind is not nice. And off she goes, no worries. Alrighty guys, I thought because we're going so slow, because we have to because of this rough swell, I might as well chuck out a lure. So I'm not sure what the lure was called. It was like quite a heavy stick bait looking thing with a small bib on it, so I'm assuming it's sort of more for casting, and it's probably a bit more surfacey kind of lure. It's probably about 6 inches long, and looks about the right size and shape for a kingy, so we might get lucky, you never know. I've got the clicker on the reel, so if she goes off we'll hear it scream. Was to head around this headland here. It's a fair way past there actually, where I went diving last time and saw that 4 kilo cray. Just a bit worried it's going to start getting dark by the time I get back, so I think I'll probably just head to this side and we'll find a spot in here where I can put the cray pot. Alrighty guys, here we are. Gonna drop this cray pot in. I've got a albacore tuna head as bait. I caught that, must have been about April last year, so 2025. So I'll link the description, the episode in the description for that. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, over she goes, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. So guys, it's really yucky out here, and this is prime squid time, so I'm trying to punch it back. I've given up on the troll, and I'm going to try and punch it back in time for a squid fish before dark. Hopefully I can make it. I'm not sure though. Throw this lure in through the bar here just in case. I think I mentioned it in my last episode I was here, but I've had some big hits here, or a big hit. So might be worth pulling one through here. Could be a kingy floating through here somewhere. You never know. Yeah, I reckon that big hit that I got through here that other time, it was too big to be a salmon. The salmon we get down here in Tassie aren't that big, and this thing was a big hit. So I'm guessing it was a kingfish. Hey guys, we're coming in here. It's very low tide, very shallow. There's some big boats in here though, so that's made me feel a little bit better. Might just sort of try to look in here, I think. Take that lure in because it's hitting the bottom. Oh yeah, oh, I think I got a little fish on. But it must be like a probably a little salmon, I'd say. Whatever it is, it's bloody tiny. Ah, nothing. Whatever it was, it got off. Oh, it's getting a bit deeper here, so I think this might actually do us. Looks pretty good here. Kind of a rocky bottom with seagrass, so we might get lucky. Bloody shallow, mate. It is very shallow. The first thing I'm going to do, guys, is get a squid jig on. I'm running out of time. I wish I had more time, but unfortunately I only finished work late in the afternoon, so just got to make do with what I can. Rightio guys, I'm going to use the old trusty here, the Timu's glow in the dark special. Never fails. Well, never fails as long as there's squid around. But they can't resist it. Now when I squid fish, I don't know what you're meant to do, but when I squid fish I don't use a leader or anything. because I'll try to keep it as light as possible. Really loose drag. There's a lot of current coming in here. The tide's coming in, screaming in. Anyway, let's see what happens. We might get lucky. Yeah, I think it's a ray. It's gotta be a ray. No, we get a centimetre on it. Big fat ray, I reckon, or either that or a draft board shark. Sorry, I can't get that hook out. Maybe not 50 kilos, but maybe about 30. He is a big bugger. See ya, mate. And bites, there we go. Oh yeah, he's on now. Oh, don't tell me it's another Raymond. I don't think so. If it is, it's a small one. Oh, what do we got? We got a little draft board. Isn't he cute? Little fella. Apparently you can eat these guys and they're just like a normal sort of flake. I'm not a big fan of flake, so I'm definitely not interested. Yeah, cool looking fish. You see them out diving all the time. They're very gentle. You know, they don't attack you or anything like that. Very inquisitive kind of guys. Yeah, gotta be a Raymond. Oh yeah. Draft board, another big one. Biggest one so far. Oh, don't twist up, mate. I think this will be the last one that I feed for the night. Yep, he's a big one too. No action on the squid jig. It's just too much current coming through here, I think, for them. Yeah, gonna hit the sack very shortly. because I want to get a good sleep and I want to be up early tomorrow and be jeez. Jeez, they're tough. Yeah, I want to be out early tomorrow, so I can get into those tuna right as the sun's rising. So I was just looking on the maps then to see when the sunrise was, so I'm going to set my alarm for about half an hour before. I'll get up and have a coffee. I might throw the squid jig out for a bit, and then we'll head out offshore and see if we can snag a nice big bluefin. That's the plan. I'll show you my sleeping setup before I hit the sack as well, because it's one really cool thing about this boat is there is a ton of room, so I can have a really cool sleeping setup, and I'll show you that shortly. Alright guys, here's the sleeping setup. I've shown this off in a couple of other camps. It's the Camprite camp cot. Excellent piece of gear, solid as anything, made in the USA. It's for a single person. I've got a blow up dune mattress in there, a self-inflating, nice pillow, sleeping bag. It's 14 degrees tonight, which is very balmy for Tasmania. So I've taken the fly off. I don't think I'm going to need it, and I've zipped up the end so the breeze can come through. But if I get cold, I can always zip it back down. But yeah, I haven't been able to fit this in any other boats that I've owned, so I'm very, very happy that I can fit it in here because it's such a comfortable sleep. Yeah, so yeah, it's about 9:45 now. There's a full moon tonight, not that you can see it because it's very cloudy, but there's a little light breeze still coming from the east there. Probably still roaring out in the ocean there. I'm protected by the headland here, so but hopefully that backs off a bit by the morning, and I'll be getting up early at about 4, and I'm hoping to be out on the ocean first light with a big lure in the water for a bluefin tuna. So that's the plan, guys. I'll see you in the morning. Alrighty guys, our water's come to the boil. I always chuck in a little bit of cold water after it's boiled when I'm making this kind of coffee, because if it's boiling water it burns the coffee and it goes bitter. And I don't like that, so I just cool it down to about 90 degrees. Alrighty guys, we're at 25 metres here, so I think that'll do. Let's get some lures out and we'll start getting the troll on. Right, so this morning I've opted for double King Brown. So it's the Halco Laser Pro. This is in the 190 size, that's a King Brown colour. So we'll get him in. This is on the lighter of the two rods. Alrighty guys, second one. It's got the exact same lure, but in a bigger size. This is the 210 size. And this is on the heavier outfit. I did get gifted a really nice Shimano reel from my brother-in-law for Christmas. I don't have a rod big enough for it, so I've got to buy a good tuna rod now, and that's a really big reel, a really awesome reel, and that'll definitely get me onto some, you know, I'll be able to handle some really big fish once I get that set up. So, you know, probably 40-50 kilo tuna, I reckon. So stay tuned for that. We want to be trolling at about 9 kilometers an hour. 9 to 12, they reckon is good. So what we'll do guys, we'll head straight out towards New Zealand, and then once we get out about 50-60 metres, we'll start heading south. We'll go behind a little island down there and then troll our way back, and then our tuna plot is on that headland down there, so we'll drop in and see that, and then we'll try and find a spot out of the wind somewhere for a dive, but I don't know how that'll go today, because she's just looked at the weather and it's meant to be picking up now until lunchtime, getting up to about 25 knots, and then dropping off later in the afternoon. But I probably plan on getting home by about 3 o'clock in the arvo, so I'm going to be here for the peak windy time. But anyway, we'll see what we can do, and there might be a spot. There is some good little spots further around this headland here that might be out of this easterly. We'll see what we can do. Guys, it looks like there's a bit of ground here, right out in the middle of nowhere, and looks like a good sized rise coming up there, a good bommy. A few fish on it and stuff. Someone's got a crab pot out, cray pot out over there. Might be one to remember. Yeah, it's come up a good 15 metres there. It was sitting on about 30 metres. Now we're up to 10, so it's come up 20 metres high. There's plenty of fish on there. been trolling for about an hour and a half now. I came out about maybe about 12 kilometers, I'd say, something like that. Not a single touch. Very disappointing. But anyway, if they're not around, they're not around. And what I'll do is I'll head back into that mark I came up with before, and I'll drop a plastic down, and I haven't got any bait, so I'll try and get like a wrasse of some kind. So I've got some flash bait, and then we'll hit that mark and see if we can get a stripey or something along those lines. Alrighty guys, I've just tied a rig there. Just trying to find my knife so I can cut a bit of, I found a bit of old squid in this bag of burley I had in the freezer. So where is my knife? There it is. Get rid of that. Guys, it is not nice out here. Sloppy as. Whew. Yeah, that squid is pretty on the nose. Let's see what we can do, guys. I don't know how long I want to be out here. It's not nice. Looks like it's probably why it's so bad. It looks like we got tied against wind, which is never good. That tide is roaring. Yuck. Bites, guys. Feels like those little ocean perch. Tide's so bad, it's almost can't find the bottom. Just keeps ripping it over. It is nasty. So what happened just then was a what I would call a beach hammock disaster. I had the anchor out, and it hooked onto something really heavy duty. I don't know what it was, but maybe a shipwreck or something like that, because I just couldn't budge it. And every time I pulled it, the boat pulled in line with the rope, and it ended up twisting around the motor at the back. So eventually all I could do was cut the rope. So I've lost one of my anchors. I've still got another one that I can use, hopefully. I don't have any chain though, so I probably won't anchor out deep here, but I'm probably still alright for a dive if I want to go. I'm thinking I might go down around that corner there and try and get out of this wind. I'm going to just try and do a couple of drift drops here and just see how it goes. I don't think it'll go well. I think the current's too strong, but we'll give it a go. It's a beautiful little island, that's for sure. Not very deep on this side. Yeah guys, I don't know, we're not looking good here for a fish. Give it one more drop. It's definitely not happening here. This place has got me beat this time. No tuna, no bottom bashing. Lost my anchor. Oh well. But let's see what we can do. well, guys. Pretty disappointing dive. I've got two big spiny urchins, invasive species, very much low, super big. They're like way bigger than your hand. Yeah, there wasn't a lot there. Down that way where it got a bit rougher, there was some abalone around, but I didn't keep any because I've got some frozen ones anyway, and you know, I should use them up before I get more. So I let them go. They were legal though. Yeah, really disappointing. The seaweed was so thick I couldn't even see the bottom at all. Very rarely. It was very difficult to spot abalone and stuff like that. I had a shot at one good fish, but I missed him, and my phone camera battery was out anyway, so yeah, pretty disappointing. The final hope for the day is the cray pot, so let's go and sort that out and see if we got lucky. About 15 meters deep, guys. And again, unbelievable. What a disappointing trip. Alright guys, last ditch effort, Australian salmon. Might as well chuck this thing out as well. This is the lure I was using for kingies. See what happens. Might get a monster Australian salmon, take it. Oh yeah guys, this is what we're using. It's what we're using for the Australian salmon, just a little metal. They can't resist them. Guys, what I think I'll do, I don't think I'm going to get too far here with this weed. So what I'm going to do is head back to the mouth, and I'll anchor up in there and flick those little metals around. Surely we can pick one up. Guys, I'm just down the other end of this beach, and there doesn't seem to be much seaweed around this end, so I might chuck the lures back out and see how we go. Hell. Hell. Well, guys, certainly wasn't my best episode. I didn't catch much at all. It was a very disappointing trip as far as the fishing went. Still very enjoyable, though. It was, even though it was windy and quite uncomfortable out on the water, it was still enjoyable to sleep on the boat and get away and have a night away. By the way, those oysters with the urchins were just spectacular. So tasty. Very, very good. Next up, before the end of the episode, I have my chill out moment, so stay tuned for that. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Hopefully on the next one I can catch a few more fish for you. If you enjoyed what you see, please consider chucking me a like and a comment, or subscribe, all that sort of stuff. And I'll see you on the next one.